playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Cowboys, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Stewart sets to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now, Stewart. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goal post, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Stewart. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 3rd and 9. Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught by Shipley. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Stewart to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Stewart. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Good good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
To throw is Stewart. Off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Stewart. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stewart.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the 13-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. You talk about rookies having big statistical years. He had a boatload of these in the regular season, more than one per game, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Once again, it's Shipley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A run on first down with Shipley.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, look at the juke.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Stewart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Stewart. Able to shake him off. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. Escapes the sack.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they go with Shipley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
That is into the hands of Coleman downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Taken down at the 30.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Hurts. That's complete to Shipley.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Straight ahead, Shipley.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Zone read, here's Shipley.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, it's Stewart. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This game 2 of our triple header here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you two in just a moment. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tua Tagovailoa leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
He completes it to Tate. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
4 receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4.
Throwing now, Stewart.
That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Nebraska with it. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. 60 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Micah Parsons
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. Stewart sets to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stewart. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Stewart to throw it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I guess no need to force him when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Stewart.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Byrd, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Stewart. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught by Shipley.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
In motion goes the tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
George Pickens,
44 yards.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hurts.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Stewart from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. On the handoff, it's Shipley. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Stewart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Carter able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
1st down, Eagles.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Back to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Little pitch and catch caught by McDonald. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Marquise Bell
able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
2nd down and 4.
At the Eagles' 40.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Play action. Stewart.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Tate. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.